In this video, I'm gonna show you how to analyze your Facebook ad account so you can find what is working and what is not working. That means you'll be able to stop losing money on things that are not working and make more money because you're gonna be able to allocate budget to the things that are working. Um, we're gonna go through all of these metrics, see what metrics are actually important, metrics that are not important, and you're gonna only waste your time looking at those metrics. And we'll break down every single metric and that is important. And I'll show you how I analyze Facebook campaigns myself. So with that being said, let's get right into this. So this is an ad account of a kind of an e-commerce brand, but they have a recurring subscription, which means we can pay much higher than the first sale, and still be profitable and still grow. So this is we're gonna just look over some stats. So this is the setup I have. So these are all the columns and metrics we look at, but really the most important thing is cost per new customer acquired. And we measure it. We have our own system where we just look at the whole ad spend and new customers acquired, look at all the channels. So this one is smaller ad account, so I thought this might be relevant for more people. Basically, yeah, this is the most important metric here. There's, if you're an e-commerce brand and you don't really have recurring purchases, you want to break even on the first sale, which is not the best strategy, arguably, but it can be done. We work with some brands that do that and do it really well. So, you obviously want to look at the ROAS, and you want to make sure that it's tracking correctly, so it's all set up properly. And I'm gonna have a video how to set up the tracking and everything soon, so you can check that out. Just subscribe to not miss it. So we look at cost per customer. These are all new customers, and we look at how many customers we got. ROAS. This is how much money we made on the front end, excluding those recurring purchases, excluding the back end sales. That's how much we spent. These are all initiate checkout. I think they're the same as the add to carts because it's kind of the same event. But those are the soft metrics. So basically, we only really look at this metric, and that's it. And then the ad spend. So really, the most important metrics, especially when analyzing ad creatives, we want to look at the ad spend. I'll have another video where we're gonna go over specific ads. But these are really the biggest, most important metrics. So cost per action, if it's a performance marketing, right? And then ad spend, if it's a creative, right? Like, so how much money that creative earned. And then these metrics, they're pretty important too. And you can see that there's like, when we've done analysis where we studied all the metrics correlated to cost per purchase, so we can predict what's going to bring the lowest CAC, the lowest CPA, the same thing, right? The lowest cost per new customer acquired. And out of all the metrics, cost per initiate checkout was the highest. So this is a very important metric. That's why we look at it. Cost per add to cart, not so much. In this case, it's the same, but it typically, standard e-com, Shopify, whatever store, it would be cost per add to cart would be like twice as lower, and then as the initial checkout. But cost per add to cart is not that important. Sometimes you have really high cost per add to cart or really low cost per add to cart, but then people just don't buy. So cost per initial checkout, this is something you can actually make decisions on the ad, on the campaign. And so you can see that actually, there's not much difference here, but it must be like a significant difference. So in this case, it's like almost 2x. So this is definitely doing much better than this campaign. and that's why we recently we're probably gonna shut it down, but we're trying to like squeeze more out of it. So we implemented cost per cap, cost per result, so cost cap, and we'll just try to kind of squeeze it, let it spend a little bit when it can. Um, so other metrics, right? So there's impressions, there's reach. It's just good to look at, just generally. Don't make decisions off of it, but it's good to look how much, how many people we've reached, how many times those people seen the ads in this campaign, and that's kind of it. And then CPM, not very important metric, except for, yeah, not really important. I don't think it's ever important, to be honest. Just because it really depends on the ads, on the ad creatives, because you can make ad creatives that are very good. They're really qualifying the audience, and the audience that are gonna see these ads are most likely gonna buy, but and the CPI is gonna be high. Uh, on the other side, you can make creatives that don't look like ads at all. They're not selling anything. They don't qualify for the audience. It's just like a funny, nice video, and the CPM is gonna be like $5. And it can also work. It just conversion rate is gonna be super low, because like you can see here, our conversion rate is like almost 10% on some. So it means for every click, for every 10 clicks, one of the clicks will buy. So one of the 10 clicks. And that's on purpose. I can't really show you ad creatives we made for these, but the ad creatives are really good. That's why you see higher unique CTR. So really, the CPM might be super high, but it's on purpose, because we really reach the right audience with our creatives. And so AUV doesn't really matter here, right? Because it's recurring. Then earnings per click. So we might want to add like, it's just easy way to see it. So if you want to add cost per unique outbound link click, and then just put it next to EPC, and so we can see what's the cost per click, what's the earnings per click. And earnings per click is just purchase conversion value divided by unique outbound clicks. And then so this one is very important actually. If you can just kind of make decisions based on these, so that makes it more scalable if this is just matches, right? And then there's add to cart. So there's like funnel metrics. So if you have a funnel where, like, your Facebook is pretty good at tracking your funnel metrics, like add to carts, initiate checkouts, you can look at these metrics. And so what it is like how many out of people that unique people that clicked on the ads, how many of them added to cart. So you can see it's like, some of them added twice. So that's pretty interesting. It's very high intent. This one, initiate checkout, add to cart. So, this one is like, it might be an indicator that something broken, like the tracking broken. So you gotta make sure it all tracks properly, using Event Manager. But in this case, like, this is kind of looking weird, or it's just really good. So, yeah, I think it looks too good to be true. But really, we don't really care about these metrics as much, as long as everything works out here. So, this company has a really unique funnel, and yeah, that's kind of how you do it. It's the same type of idea for pretty much any other funnels, not just ecom. Could be SaaS apps. So it's the same type of idea, and that's one thing. So I'm gonna share I'm gonna look at. So we broke down all these metrics, right? Again, the most important are cost per purchase, or cost per the action you're optimizing for, and then the closest metric that correlates the most with cost per purchase. So in this case is initiate checkout. So those are the two ones we look at. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So as you can tell, there's a lot of moving parts in this process. You have to know what metrics to measure, what each metric is responsible for, how to pick your best creatives, how to allocate your budget to get the most out of it. And you know, there's a lot more. Just understanding the overall picture, knowing, you know, the platform changes and stuff like that. So if you want this to be done for you by a team of experts, you can book a call using the link below to see if you qualify. We build, manage, and scale ads, all done for you, so you don't have to do anything. And that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll talk soon.